Welcome to Experience Growth. We're here to help you discover, define, and deliver your big ideas. Hey, this is Colin Tomlin, author of the Grow House series of books, publisher of EG Magazine, and the creator of the 21 Books Challenge. So here we are, book 3 of the 21 Books Challenge, and it is a really great book. It's the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Dr. Stephen R. Covey. And there are a couple of people who have endorsed this book. And here's one of them. Indra Nooyi, who is on the board of directors of Amazon and is the former chairman and CEO of PepsiCo, says this: "It stands the test of time as one of the most important books of our time." High praise from Indra. Arianna Huffington, the one who co-founder of the Huffington Post and the CEO of Thrive Global, says this: "Dr. Covey's emphasis on self-renewal and his understanding that leadership and creativity require us to tap into our own physical, mental, and spiritual resources are exactly what we need." So let's do a quick overview of what the book is about. The book's actually broken down in 4 parts. Part 1 is about the concept of inside outside. So we live our lives from inside out, and to try to do anything else is folly, says Stephen. So inside is made up of paradigms and principles. So how we think, what we believe, how we process stuff is really about our paradigms and our principles. And paradigms are really our way of seeing the world. And principles or values are the things that are important to us, or things that are important to life, full stop. So that's what happens on the inside, and that's what drives and helps us to derive what happens on the inside. And then there are practices, and these are how we work out these paradigms and principles, and that's what fuels or drives our behaviors. Okay, so that's what part 1 talks about. Part 2 is about private victory, and this is about principles of personal vision, personal leadership, and personal management. Habit 1 is about being proactive. So don't assume that things just happen to us. Be proactive and make things happen. Habit 2 is about beginning with the end in mind. And this is about, following on from habit 1, this is about having a personal vision, and then everything we do begin with that personal vision, the fulfillment of that personal vision in mind. So that's about personal leadership. And then habit 3 is about personal management, and it's about putting first things first. So it's understanding the difference between what's important and what's urgent, and how those juxtapose. Then part 3 is about public victory. So having won the private victory, which is really about independence, being able to stand on your own 2 feet, being able to understand what your life's vision is, how you're going to lead, and also how you're going to manage your life. Then it's about the public victory, because as I think someone has said, I'm probably really butchering someone's quote here, and if it's your quote, I sincerely apologize. But it's something along the lines of apart from one exception, the rest of the world consists of other people. And the premise there is we're gonna have to work with others. We're gonna have to understand how to relate to others. We're gonna have to communicate with others. And that's what part 3 is about, the public victory, or as he calls it, interdependence. So habit 4 then is about thinking win-win. How can I not just get what I want at the expense of what the other person wants and what is important to the other person? How do I think win-win, where we both benefit, where we both actually win out, where we both get what we want. And so that's about principles of interpersonal leadership. And then habit 5 is seek first to understand and then to be understood. In one of my recent blogs, I talk about the differences between emphatic and empathic. So that this here is about principles of empathic communication, having empathy, understanding, really seeking and going out of your way to understand what's important to the other person, so that when you do make a deal, when you do come to an agreement, both people are happy, or both parties rather are happy with the outcome. And the blog talks about the differences between empathic communication and emphatic communication. The fact that very often these days it's really about us being heard rather than us understanding or hearing what the other person is saying. It's about us making sure that what we're saying is clear, rather than checking that what the other person is saying is clear and that we understand it. So that's habit 5. And then habit 6 is about synergizing, and that's about creative cooperation. And that's where, according to Covey, all of the previous habits actually synergize and work together to create or to bring about creative cooperation. And then habit 7, which is part 4, is about sharpening the saw. It's about this idea of balanced self-renewal, making sure that we are looking after ourselves in every area of our lives so that we're firing on all cylinders. So that's the 7 habits of highly effective people and overview. Let's jump in and do a deep dive into the actual book. Again, if you haven't signed up, click the link below and you will have immediate access to the 21 books challenge. All right, take care. See you soon.